Sometimes in boating, we just need to get out of the way and let things happen, just like some of the things we're going to witness in this week's episode of Boneheaded Boaters of the Week. Now, sometimes even the pros get it wrong. The guys who go out there and do this for a living on the daily, again, will sometimes just have to get out of the way and watch things go wrong. Even here, the Coast Guard was actually on scene for this incident. Somebody called them in as they believed a derelict tug was having water ingress issues, and by the time the Coast Guard arrived, they could do nothing but step back and watch her go down. And in boating, sometimes that's the best plan. Stay out of the way and let things go their course, especially when you're in a situation where really you can't contribute to helping in this situation. Many times when you see something going wrong, if you wind up jumping in on the action, a lot of times you're just contributing to another additional thing that could go wrong. But sometimes you will need to jump in and help, but before you just jump in and help, assess the situation and determine what you can do to safely help.
Move faster. No, you're gonna be left here. You're gonna go down with the ship. Let's go. Back up, Justin. Back up. I'm not dying for you, dude.
Take this situation for example. This crew sees the boats on fire, comes over and tries to rescue the two crew who were on board the vessel, but initially they are refusing to leave. Now, another way you could offer help in this one is jump on board and help them fight the fire, but honestly, that is pointless. Again, by assessing the situation and realizing that's not something anybody should be doing, including the two crew who are still on board, that's gonna help save you and others. And this crew does absolutely the right thing here. They go in, they offer the help. One of the crew is refusing to leave. Well, at that point in time, there is no point in continuing to put yourself in danger for somebody else who just really doesn't have a clue as to what's going on and what they need to do. I can understand that this is a stressful situation, and the captain's trying to do everything he can to probably save his floating home, or maybe even his entire retirement savings. I mean, many times people will spend every penny they have to go buy a boat like we see here and go sail around the world, and that can have a very strong emotional attachment, leading to people to do some silly things, kind of like we see our captain doing, who stayed on board on an effort that was going to be pointless. At this point in time, that vessel is a goner unless you have professional firefighting equipment on site, which obviously we can tell is not the case. Now, eventually, as we saw, Captain does eventually jump overboard into the water, making the correct choice, but I do give props to that first crew that approached the boat. They knew what they safely could do. They weren't willing to risk too much or their safety to go in and try and rescue these guys, but that's key. Again, the last thing you want to do is have two people approach on a boat, and all of a sudden, instead of two people in peril, we've now got four. They were able to rescue the one person who was willing to go and made the correct decision. When the other person didn't want to go, and they decided safely they didn't need to be around this vessel anymore, they pulled away. That can be a hard choice to make, but you have to remember your safety is paramount in any situation, including situations where you're trying to help others. Now, so far we've talked about all those situations where you should get out of the way in boating, but that's not always the case in boating. Sometimes you gotta get in there and you just gotta send her. I mean, we already know those full send boys that live life by that motto are out there sending her all the way, all the time. I mean, sometimes they even send her a little too hard, kind of like this scene here. Can you spot what's wrong? Let me know in the comments. Now, of course, if you look a little closer right here, you're gonna see the old sailboat mast letting you know that somebody sent her just a little too hard. Now, sometimes it won't be you who's got to get all the way in. Sometimes you've got to get the rest of the team motivated to be all the way in so you can go ahead and get things on track. Kind of like our coach here is making sure this team's got it down right. And then you've got those guys who have to dive in because things didn't go their way. Now, in this situation, I'm just assuming some of these guys wish they wouldn't have showed up at the ramp or showed up on the water at all this day. This is over in Lake Tahoe a few weeks back when the weather all of a sudden turned on a dime, and this was the chaos that unfolded following that. Here we can see boats being washed up on the beach and chaos ensuing all around the lake. And of course, our next guy took jumping all in a little too literally as he went ahead and jumped all the way into the ditch. And then of course there are those times we don't mean to jump all the way in, but somehow things just go our way and we find ourselves all the way in anyway. Now don't worry, somebody does eventually come along and help her out of there and she is just fine. And speaking of getting out of there, got a feeling our guy's gonna wonder on his next trip out on the boat why his fuel economy is so poor and how we burned through so much fuel in such a short amount of time. And speaking of sending her, this crew's decided they're not gonna let anything or anybody stop them from sending it, including that line and ball. It doesn't matter, they're gonna go ahead, send her, and send her hard. And speaking of sending her hard, as we mentioned earlier, our next guy winds up sending her a little too hard. And this crew's trying to send her hard by adding a few extra horsepower in the bow. Of course, people told this crew this was happening, they just didn't seem to care.
It's all my gun, mine's in my bucket. Oh, okay.
And if you ever wondered how boaters send her a little too hard when they wind up going to Disney, apparently this is it here, as somebody decided to go down Tiana's Bayou Adventure and somehow they wound up flooding it out. Maybe they forgot the drain plug when they put this one in. And speaking of forgetting the drain plug, I bet our next crew initially probably thought they forgot the drain plug to only discover, well, that was just not the case. Here they see a bunch of water coming in the boat, they wind up somehow making it back into shore to discover this. But I guess the good news is at least they made it back to shore, unlike the next crew we see here. This is from a few weekends back. If you can't tell what the background is, this is the old Chicago Playpen, which is a famous area in Chicago known for its fun boating vibes, but apparently somebody didn't have a good time while at the Playpen a couple weekends back. But I mean, I guess this is just part of boating. It's not always good times and fun. Sometimes things are just gonna go wrong and we might not know what to do. Speaking of not knowing what to do, does anybody know how you get this one undone? If so, let me know in the comments, or do you think they just cut the chain on this? I mean, sometimes you just gotta work with what you got, right? That applies in many different situations in boating, including the boat itself. Just because you don't have a boat doesn't mean you can't find a way to get out there and have a good time, as this crew proves right here. Sometimes it's not all about the boat, it's the company and the time you'll have while you're out there. So you can always find a way to cheaply get on the water if you really wish, enjoy some time fishing with friends, or you can go all out and buy whatever this is. Thanks for watching, crew. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Boneheaded Boaters of the Week. If you ever see anything crazy happening on your waterways, be sure to hit us up on Facebook or Instagram and let us know, and you might see your stories over here. Just like Quinn Frank, Ziggy's Adventures, Naughty Gator, HAO Fishing, Bearded Brad, AJ Passarilio, and C Breezy did this week. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here. If not, we're coming to steal your drain plug.